It's episode 5 of Lays Around the UK, and we catch up with Andrew in Norfolk. He tells us about all of his seal sightings, and we hear the story about his scary crossing of the Thames estuary.
Oh my god! That was kind of quite successful. Oh. Talk us through the embarkation.
Waited for a good break in the set of waves. Waited till the end and went. Ask me.
Emilia, you've been desperate to get on the vlog.
I've been watching YouTube videos for years and years, so I'm ready for my first vlog appearance.
What do you think Andrew could do to improve his social media presence?
I like what he's doing. I think he needs a better editor, if I'm honest.
Do you think Andrew's experienced the full highlights of Norfolk?
It's maybe not how I'd spend my weekend in Norfolk. So exciting, so glad we made the landing.
He's already here, you melon.
We didn't allow time for the oysters and the rosé.
That was a very pleasant sail, Sam.
Yeah?
Very pleasant sail.
Your head of content strategies behind you waving. Wave now?
Yeah.
You can still wave. Talk me through what you're doing here.
You have the trusty fender. Pop under the front there, and then I go around to the back, pick it up, go for a roll, pick it up, go for a roll like that. In the front.
So, you sailed all this way to Norfolk.
Yes.
It's time for you to be blooded in. So this is some Nelson's blood.
That's the sound of it.
You're going to drink your Nelson's blood.
Yeah, in a minute.
Like father likes it.
You demonstrate eating a sandwich.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
Yeah, that's the kind of content we want. Inception.
Where are the seals? We want to see the seals.
Seals. Content matters, guys.
Content does matter.
It's misty, yeah. Just a fog.
Andrew, what are you taking? Apart from Nelson's Revenge. Media can't load. So Andrew, you're wearing your sailing outfit in a pub again. But where are we now?
The Jolly Sailor. We're at the Jolly Sailor, Sam.
So Andrew, you've seen your first seal.
Hang on, do a reversal. Do a rehearsal.
So
Give me a question, and then.
Andrew, you've seen your first seal.
Yeah, I have. I've seen tons of seal. I saw a whole raft of seals at Orford Ness, but nobody was convinced that it was really there on the video. But then I've seen some more seals today. I saw some seal watchers watching the seals as I sailed past.
When you were sailing past the seals, the wind wasn't that good and the tide was against you and you're actually going backwards.
I think the seals were a bit pissed off by me being there, actually. They came into the sea and they were bobbing around, and I actually went backwards because there was no wind and the tide was rushing me backwards. So it was not good.
And you've had some really good days recently, but you've also had your longest passage crossing, which was from Whitstable to Clacton. Can you tell me about what happened there?
That was a bit of a disaster. I'd sort of not sailed the previous day because I thought the wind wasn't strong enough. And I set off a nice breeze. Harry joined me, Harry Newton. He's a good sailor. And we got to the wind farm, which is about 5 miles. Then I thought the next waypoint was like 11 miles, but it wasn't. It was like 6 or 7. So I headed off in my previous route, and then the wind died, the rain came, the tracker died. I got some not accurate advice about where I should go, and ended up going back on myself. And then I tried to paddle into the shore, and the tide was going. Oh, it was disastrous.
And you were crossing Foulness Bay, which is foul by nature, foul by name, foul by nature.
Yeah, and I was gonna.
And you were going past Foulness. Okay, let me rehearse that one.
Foulness Island is foul by name and foul by nature. Liz looked it up, and apparently it's all full of mud. It's an ex-military zone full of unexploded ordnance, but I was thinking of camping there. Bad idea. Also, the tide was coming out whilst I was trying to paddle in, and my brilliant son gave me some advice saying, you know, the wind's going to turn around. It did. I tacked around, and suddenly I was doing 7 miles per hour, and I thought, hey, wow, Clacton's only like 8 or 9 miles. I'm going to Clacton. And when I got there, I just thought, I love Clacton. I got there at 7:30 at night, and the light was going. I've got a video for you, Sam, with the sunlight and stuff. I was so pleased to get there. Yeah, exactly. Ed, university mate, I haven't seen for years. He came to pick me up from Clacton. And went home. It was just fantastic. Had a lovely chicken and a superb warm bear. I was just so grateful.
Along the way, you've had exceptionally generous hosts that have put up with your nauseating sailing chat.
Whilst I've been in Norfolk, we have Guy and Jackie, my brother-in-law, has been so good. This is going to be the third night. Oh my God, they must be so fed up.
Talk about fish and friends.
Yeah,
Friends.
yeah,
What's that
you
story?
had that. You know, fish and friends, they both go off in 3 days, don't they?
Oh, okay.
So they must be sick of you by now.
Yeah.
Well, you have to ask them.
Packing him off tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're sending him to Skegness.
You're looking very tanned, Andrew.
Oh, I have got my sun cream on today, Sam.
That's good. Somebody was likening your journey to that of a monk. You're sat in the same position for 6 hours in the same direction, facing the same way.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's quite uncomfortable. They've got some emergency Kendal mint cake. There's not much left.
Not much use if it's empty. 341.
314.
3-1. It's about that direction. Skegness.
It turns out watching Andrew pack his boat for the fourth time is not as interesting as the first. Thankfully, there's a huge herd of dogs that arrive to help pass the time.
So why are there so many dogs on the beach?
So we're on Brancaster Beach, and it's a Norfolk and Norwich sort of convention. So they're quite rare little terriers, and the Norwich have got the ears that go up like the cathedral, and the Norfolk have got the ears which go down like the county.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Honestly, prosperous voyage.
Ah, it's been so wonderful.
And Andrew. Oh.
So I've crossed the wash from Brancaster, I passed Skegness, stopped at Seathorne for a coffee, and we have Butlins over here with some people screaming at me, obviously trying to leave Butlins and come and join me, but I'm not having it. I'm staying on my boat. I'm going to Sutton-on-Sea.
Andrew is actually passing one of the largest group of caravan parks in the country, and for those that have spoken to me for more than 5 minutes know that I have an unexplainable love for holiday parks and used to work for some of the caravan park operators. If Andrew had a little more time, I would have recommended that he visit some of the caravan manufacturers, which all happen to be based just up the road in Hull. Anyway, time for another verse of Andrew's sea shanty.
He sailed with mate for a lake and began to think it was a mistake, and then one day a wave did come, tried to wash him off by gum.
A quick summary of how far Andrew has made it since the 10th of April. He has just reached Scarborough after about a month's worth of sailing. Over 600 kilometres complete, with a further 3,000 kilometres ahead of him, giving him an estimated finish date of early September. He's also raised a whopping £6,300 for his chosen charities. If you haven't already, do use the links below to donate. And finally, the seal sweepstakes. Andrew saw his first seal on the 25th of April. The winner with a guess of 30th of April was James Hicks. If you haven't seen episodes 1 to 4, click on the right.